Oh shit, we back. Everybody's oh shit, it's working, dude. We're good. Fucking nailed it first try. Let's fucking go. Episode 16 on top of the dome. Raw Dogs Wrestling Show. AJ, Dustin, Joey, what's going on?
Yo.
Yo.
Big week. AEW Revolution. Not Impact. AEW Revolution happened Sunday night. I think that's about it. Decent sized Impact last night, and I still did it.
You son of a bitch. You
decent
Mr. Impact.
Mr. Impact, dude. Decent Dynamite on last night.
Worried about not fucking up, and he still fucks up.
Yeah, pretty much. We actually did have a decent night. NXT had some news coming out of it. I don't think there was any news coming out of Raw. I don't know.
Just one. I think one thing came out, and was the Raw Tag Champions.
Yep. Everybody was expecting the turn, but they just put with their 40-second belt flip of the week or something like that. They're flipping all their titles right now. But yeah, what'd you guys think of Revolution? For the ones that watched it, Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw
Dang,
clips.
Joey.
I saw clips.
You probably have a podcast. You're supposed to watch it.
Well, if we had a budget, you know.
Yeah, Dustin.
I had an idea for that, and everybody ignored me.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, okay.
Did you
I
tell
got great
people
friends,
that
everybody.
Yes,
Great friends.
Dustin's flashing his brand new signed Oni Lorcan. Is that a trading card?
Yeah.
Oh, nice trading card.
Yeah, it's a trading card.
Because we know his love.
Value of.
We know his love for Oni Lorcan. I don't know if I ever shared why that was why Dustin received that, like the repercussion, like where he sent me something. I don't know if I ever talked about it.
I don't think you did. I think you need to show it.
Oh, he's gotta find it. I thought he literally was gonna turn around and he had it. Like he's still like praised it up on a wall.
prepared for that.
He's lost it. It's gone.
He lost his selfie.
Hold on.
It's gone. It's gone. He lost it.
Okay, it's around here somewhere.
He's gonna come in and say, I thought you threw it away.
Man.
It's over. It's probably not the same amount of value as that Oni Larkin card. A piece of garbage.
I see my Jay White one. It's over there. I don't know if I can turn. You can see it. It's over there. I know where
That was your number one fan, man. You're his number one fan.
I know where it's in this pile of crap. I bet.
Dang. See what?
Okay, it's not my pile of crap. It's my wife's pile of crap.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
Ninja Turtle, dude. You ready?
He just pokes himself in the eyes. Ah, shit.
Kindness week. Oh, fucking told you, dude. I knew exactly.
So it's under a pile of crap. So it's still a pile of crap.
Okay, I technically set it on my desk, and then my wife put stuff on top of it. Okay, all her taxes and bills and stuff. But I don't know if it'll work. But I get this randomly in the mail. I think AJ mentioned a couple weeks ago. I think it was off the air actually, though, that someone should be expecting something in the mail. No idea what the fuck he was talking about. Apparently, those two over there. Had a point actually on the screen. Put it together to where got a signed cash. Did he sign it as? Yeah, he just signed it as KO.
You signed it. Yeah, you signed
It's
it.
just no.
No, it just says to Blake, my number one fan. I just randomly get this shit in the mail, and I didn't know what it was. I was laying on the bed, and Brittany came in and was like, "There's a package here with your name on it." I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I realized because it was literally a day or two after AJ was like, "Oh, somebody should be expecting something in the mail." It was like the next day, and I was like, "Motherfucker, what is this?" So I set up. I thought it was. I didn't know what it was, dude. Didn't know what I was expecting. Fucking open this thing up, and it's a picture of Cash's fucking Ono. aka Chris Hero for if people don't know, Miss Cassie don't know. Chris
AKA
Hero.
Blake.
No.
It's like looking in the mirror.
And it says to Blake, my number one fan. This motherfucker put to Blake, my number one fan. ... He fucking ... dotted me. This piece of shit. Me and Cash don't have heat now, okay?
That made his day.
We have fucking heat now, okay?
Somebody asked him to write that. I bet that made his day.
This motherfucker. Look, I don't know if you can.
I'm surprised you haven't tweeted
you
him
can
and
see it right
said,
there. See that ... This motherfucker ... dotted me.
I'm surprised you hadn't tweeted him and said, that was a prank. But, I'm not your number one fan.
Can I get your shipping address to send this back to you?
Oh, my head hurts.
So so this is what I randomly received in the mail. So obviously, I want to retaliate in some form or fashion. Who's Dustin's number one hated wrestler besides Darby Allin? Because I almost sent you something Darby Allin, but then I was like, I gotta find some way to, if I send him something Darby Allin, I want to send it in like a little coffin. So you get the actual coffin part of it, but I didn't do that, and I was, of course, it's Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. I don't know why, because when we did a podcast the last time we did this show, Dustin hated Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, so that was the obvious answer. Turns out
they would do the 1 and 2 or A and B thing.
It was 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It was the player 1, player 2, whatever the fuck it was. I don't know.
Dumb fucks.
But I tried to find. I was gonna get an Oney Lorcan shirt. Couldn't really find one that I liked to get him. I tried to do an Oney Lorcan cameo of him cutting a fucking promo on Dustin. Like, hey, this dude despises you. He fucking hates you. I want you to cut the most vicious promo you can cut on this dude. He's not on fucking cameo. So I was like, motherfucker. And then we talked about it last week, and AJ's like, it takes AJ 5 minutes. I don't know his fucking dark web sources of finding wrestling shit.
Pulled the shit off his shelf. He had it already.
Yeah, that's what we don't know is
Yeah, you just paid me.
the eBay account was AJ's eBay account that I bought it from. And then he just sent it out. Yeah. So
Overcharged.
So that's what it was. Dutz now is the proud owner of a signed Oney Lorcan trading card.
Hell yeah.
That shit came in.
Right up, yeah.
That shit came in fast though, because I ordered that shit like after the show Thursday, and it was there Tuesday.
So other stuff is stuck, but I get Oni, no problem.
They just knew. They're like,
oh yeah,
this
one's
piece of
important.
Shit.
This one's important. We got to get this one to his front door immediately.
As far as they could have just hand deliver it to you.
Yeah, they should. They're like, oh shit, he's not at home. This is such a secure delivery. We have to take this to his place of work.
Golly,
that's hilarious. That's so funny.
I'm surprised.
But yeah, wrestling. Some good wrestling happened this week that Joey didn't watch.
And we also have a new champ.
And then that was last week. Oh yeah, we do have a new champ. Oh shit, I gotta change.
Yeah, Revolution.
Oh shit.
Pay-per-view was great. Great show.
Speaking of that, okay, let's start off here because like Dustin did mention a new champ. As you can now see on the screen, it is properly showing that the new champ is AJ for our first ever, to my knowledge. I don't even think we had one last time we did it. AJ booked the fucking card. I mean, let's just call it what it is. AJ booked the fucking card. He got a clean sweep. He got every answer right. Horse shit. I mean,
right.
He was in the creative leagues.
The 1972 Dolphins and AJ 2022 Revolution. Standing together.
Shut up, okay? So yeah, AJ is our new champ. He clean sweeped it. Got every pick right. Dustin was close.
He was gonna win if we went the same because of the time. So even tiebreaker.
Yeah, I didn't even look at the time. So
I did. It was under, right? It was under 30.
Yeah, it was like 25.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's. So I guess we can pull that up, and AJ, I'm sure you have some stuff to talk about from Revolution. I guess we'll start there.
Yeah, let's start with Revolution Sunday, and then we'll go into the week's shit today, or news in the week.
Okay, I'm pulling up that. Sorry. I'm pulling up that Revolution card now. It was final time for that match was Dustin almost nothing. It was 25-45. So.
Hell yeah. Still would have lost.
Yeah, Dustin's salty.
A little bit.
Had the belt for like 5 days.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another new thing that I just, as I'm looking at this thing here, we got a new AEW Women's Championship title. They made a new
way better.
a new title.
Yeah, awesome.
The
Great.
third version
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So
Women's V3.
It's the third one?
Yeah, it's the third one. Because they had the egg design in the first time, and then when they revealed it for Sheeta, and that's when Baker took it, it was the same design but bigger.
and was
and
still
this time-
way too small.
Yeah, and then this time now they've made it bigger.
And it's a completely different design now.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah, it looks like the heavyweight champ, the men's.
Yeah.
Kind of. Sort of.
Closer, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I prefer the women's to the men's. Really, I think it looks better.
I don't know if I'll do that because it does look a little boring. That's the only thing I have a complaint about with AEW titles is there's no, besides the World Heavyweight Championship, there's no sense of personalization on it. And even the AEW Men's Champion, the World Championship, it's like this big on the bottom of the, or where they put like the
nameplate,
the old school nameplates that they used to do on like WWE titles. It's like this big, and it on the men's title, and that's the only sense of personalization it has. Any of their titles have. So I think that's something I don't really like is that nothing's personal. But
I know you like that, the 2 TNT belts. I know you like that too.
the what? No, I don't. And that's what Scorpio Sky won the team. We'll get into it. Hopefully, he goes back down to one title.
And that's what it looked like from his Twitter post. So,
Yeah, so hopefully,
but yeah, the
doesn't
the
fucking matter.
women's
Wardlow's winning it Wednesday.
the women's new belt design. I didn't see the nameplate, but it looked like the middle panels could be potentially kind of like what the WWE does, and it interchangeable. I don't know if that's going to be the case. We'll see what happens when there's a new champ.
Hold on, because I don't. I'm trying to see here. Trying to get a picture. I mean, that's a small picture. I didn't mean to close that tab. I'm using my loud keyboard again. Sorry. Yeah, that's still showing me the old egg belt. Okay, I see what you're saying. It could maybe. I don't think it's gonna change out.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But like it, I mean, they could do essentially kind of like what NWA was doing and have like the legacy on the straps of women champions. They could do that, or they could do the changing of everything. Like for a little bit for the TNT title,
Mhm.
you know, everyone had a different little design to it. They could do that, or it could just be a nameplate change, like the men's world championship. So
Yeah. But I mean, looking at it, it looks 1,000 times better than the old egg belt, I guess we call it. Yeah, it looks 1,000,000 times better than that. So
Well, the belt was too tiny.
good job on that.
Good job, AJ.
Yep.
yeah, thanks,
Good job.
thanks. A lot of thought went into that.
I think one of my biggest takeaways is, oh my gosh. Well, first off, the House of Black match should have been on the main card, and the Tornado stupid tag match should have not been a match at all because that thing was. It killed momentum, and they're lucky they had Hangman and Adam Cole to go after that because it killed a lot of momentum. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean it was that break match. It's kind of what you expected. But I mean they had a couple spots that were pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, Sting and what's the one guy from Private Party, the one that
Isaiah Cassidy.
Yeah, they almost died, but other than that, it was pretty boring.
Yeah, that was.
Dustin, what do you think about the totally missed coffin drop? and the pin.
To be expected.
Dustin's triggered. You see Dustin like take his microphone, snap it in half. Yeah, that was
absolute
really bad.
garbage.
Yeah, that was really bad. That just completely missed it and then still went for the pin on it. And then what's funny is he probably could have hit his head on Matt, but Matt was rolling out of the way for some reason or was moving.
Yeah.
And so he made like Darby could have made a little bit of contact, but he moved, so it made no contact. It was hilarious.
The brush of his hair hurt Matt too much.
Yeah, he couldn't take it. That's Matt's
like,
weakness.
I would rather get pinned
Besides
by nothing
walking?
at all than to get pinned by that move.
Yeah, pretty
Thank
much.
you, Joey.
I'm not
Thank
taking this move and getting.
Pinned. Yeah, you will not do this move on me and
Yeah.
keep me down for 3 seconds.
Yeah, I will rather you miss this move and then pin me over for nothing.
Right.
But yeah, the House of Black entrance, fucking sick. New 3-person entrance. They all get their own little mask now. It's fucking sick. I love it. Moving down the card, Eddie Kingston versus Chris Jericho. Any thoughts on that one? We have the new horribly named faction of the Jericho Appreciation Society debuted last night.
I was surprised that was the opener. Like, I was completely shocked.
Did you think
But
the tornado match should have been opened?
No, because even I felt like that should have happened.
Never.
Probably. Well, yeah, never. But if they were to place it somewhere, like fucking put it after the ladder match, I guess. If you think about it, I mean
yeah.
that would have been a good break in between, because like we opened with Jericho Kingston, good match. Kingston finally wins the big one. That was the whole, angle to that storyline. We knew probably Chris Jericho was gonna go heel finally again. Hasn't been heel since he was at the beginning of the company
Who the fuck
with
is
the Inner
he?
Circle.
I never. Okay, sorry, I wasn't in your production meetings at AEW, so.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. Jericho goes heel. Then it followed up with the 3-way tag championship match, which I was also still surprised, but that was a banger of a match anyways. Who won that, Blake? Who won?
That would be Jurassic Express. Should have been Red Dragon.
Sure, yeah. But if you feel stupid now, followed by the ladder match, which was pretty dope. That was a good ladder match.
R.I.P. Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, he got yeeted into space and then almost died.
Thrown into gorilla position, dude. It was so fucking far. Dude, did you see the clip of that finally?
Joey?
No.
Oh my god.
Of course not.
Go find the clip of Keith Lee throwing Orange Cassidy out of the ring.
Ricky Starks and Christian Cage were probably the least prepared for that spot. I'm pretty sure they didn't think he was going to fly that far.
Yeah, I also don't think that they anticipated him being thrown over their heads. So, I mean, they're probably in the perfect spot. Hey, we rehearsed it right here. And then fucking Keith Lee gets in there. He's like, you ready to fly, motherfucker? And just fucking... Like, I mean, I don't think they fucking had to Odell Beckham catch that shit, and it didn't work, dude. It was... he got thrown so far and landed directly on his shoulder.
Yeah, so he is injured. He won't require any surgery, at least, luckily for that, but he's going to be out for a couple weeks. He showed up this week on the Dynamite with the sling on and everything, so that was, yeah. And Ricky Starks almost died. Wardlow powerbombed him on a ladder bridge.
Yep, that was bad.
And he's like, you knew that a lot of them brace, obviously, so you know it's coming, but holy shit, I was like, god damn, I thought he was going to break his neck.
Yeah, it looked real bad.
After the ladder match, I don't remember what was...
Jade Cargill, this is how it's listed here, and you've nailed it right so far, so I'm assuming this is the correct order all the way down. It looks like it is. It was Jade versus Ty Conti for the TBS Championship.
Yeah, that was probably Jade's best outing.
She looked like a superhero, dude. Fucking beat you to it, Dustin.
I was like, damn.
I think my favorite part is Excalibur's comment to it, and if you guys know what I'm talking about, Jade came out dressed as a Mortal Kombat character. I believe her name.
Jade. It was Jade.
So she's dressed as Jade, whatever. So she comes out, and JR, our favorite person on commentary, was like, she looks like a superhero, and then Excalibur goes, or a Mortal Kombat character. It's like, okay, dude, cool, whatever.
Fire that guy, golly.
Also, I liked it. On Wednesday, she was talking about her kiss of death because she kissed Ty Conti before the match started. Was talking about her kiss of death, which I feel like it was it might not have been, but I feel like anything they do, they got to take a shot at WWE somewhere. Obviously, kiss of death is Bianca Belair's finisher, the KOD. So I feel like that was kind of a little shot, but.
Well, not only that, but the kiss of death is actually the fatality for Sonya, which I thought was really weird too.
That's hilarious too.
I was like,
that.
but that's
didn't play much Mortal Kombat growing up, but
Not JR, huh?
no, yeah, a little bit.
kind of like JR.
But I knew she was a Mortal Kombat. I knew she wasn't a superhero.
But definitely Jade's best match. I think she progressively gets better every time she's in the ring. But that was a really good showing and outing from both Tay and Jade. But that definitely was, I think, considered Jade's best match, I think.
Shortest match on the main pay-per-view by a lot. It was only 6 minutes and 50 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Goldberg match. She's fitting it. She's fitting the mold.
That's what they were talking about on Dynamite, where the next one is 30-0.
Yep. If she gets it.
She's gonna get it.
Of course she's gonna get it.
And then the next match, CM Punk defeating MJF in the dog collar match. That match was almost 30 minutes long. Longest match on the card.
Really good match. The only thing...
Eat shit, Max. That was awesome.
Well, eat shit, Dustin. That's the same thing.
There you go.
The only thing I felt that was missing from that, because of the build-up being so great, and I felt like there wasn't the emotional aspect that we were getting from all the weeks prior in that match. It was really just, we're going to go out and just beat the loving shit out of each other. So I felt like we were kind of missing or teetering in that aspect, but that was mainly because we ended up getting the Wardlow turn. So
we had the Wardlow turn where he came out, was going to give Max the what is it called? The ring.
The diamond ring.
The diamond ring. Said he misplaced it, he couldn't find it. I think Punk did something to MJF, and then Wardlow's like, oh, it's in this pocket, and pulls it out and sets it on the apron so Punk can get it and hit MJF with it. Which then on last night on Dynamite, officially completing his, I guess, babyface turn now.
Yep.
So we're all living in Wardlow's world now, which I'm all for.
Joey's still living in Bobby's world.
Yeah. Good comment.
Yeah.
And then,
When he was riding his bike, he would kind of do his head when the show came on. If you remember that.
and then the next match it has listed, which is...
Well, before going to the next match, Punk did come out to his old Ring of Honor theme and gear, which was really fucking dope. There was a little controversy, probably Dustin's dumbass tweeting him. He's like, what's the significance of this entrance? It's just stupid. And
It's good.
On that, Punk got right back at him pretty hard. But on other tweets, that same guy was being an ass, and whenever Punk...
No, not somebody in the internet wrestling community, no.
Yeah, believe it or not.
It's crazy.
And when Punk said that, he started acting like, oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Totally changed his tone and made Punk look bad. You know?
Yeah.
Which I also seen a picture, so as for someone for me, I didn't watch hardly any Ring of Honor. I didn't know what Ring of Honor was until I started getting into wrestling more frequently, which was that's how I found out. I found out through it by the Young Bucks, Adam Cole, stuff like that. That's how I found out about Ring of Honor. I didn't know who Daniel Bryan was whenever he came into WWE for the NXT thing. Had no idea who he was.
Yikes.
Matter of fact,
Okay, Joey.
Daniel Bryan is one person I specifically remember looking at him in that NXT thing and like, this guy fucking sucks. He doesn't have any kind of look. And no, hold on. I specifically remember that. I'm like, he doesn't look great. He's fucking not that good. This is my unintelligent, dumb wrestling fan. Before I learned about a lot of stuff, I was like, this guy's not gonna fucking make it. Turns out he's one of the fucking best people, one of the best wrestlers of all time.
You should tell him that now and see if he stomps your head in.
Yeah, kick my fucking head in. So, like I said, that's one of those times where I will very happily admit I was straight up fucking wrong. But then again, we've seen how WWE used him for a long time, where he also almost killed Justin Roberts. But that's besides the point. But anyways, getting back to the Ring of Honor thing. So I didn't see any of the. I didn't get the significance of how big of him coming out to his old music and his old gear was at the time watching it. But
it's the same.
I seen a picture. I seen a last collar match. I seen a picture. That's the picture when it kind of clicked for me, because I mean it was a cool thing. To me, it wasn't mind blowing, but again, I didn't know this stuff. But it was still cool. But then I seen the picture. There was somebody posted a side by side picture of him in the dog collar now, in that gear, and then him in Ring of Honor wearing the same gear with the dog collar on, in the a picture of him in the ring with it. So that's when it clicked for me. Like, oh, okay, there's more to it than just playing his old music and wearing his old gear. There's like an actual story here of what he's doing.
Yeah. Do you guys know who he faced in that dog collar match?
I seen the picture, but it was too far away.
Raven, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was Raven. It was Raven. I remember the rate he had his kilt on or shirt or whatever.
Joey would know.
That's the plaid shirt thing, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. He wore.
I think he did wear kilts.
Yeah,
but he had like a plaid shirt around his waist a lot because it was,
But he also wore like the.
He wore kilts in TNA as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was really cool. I do remember that now that you said it was Raven. I do remember seeing that in the picture now. Yeah, I thought it was really cool. Really cool stuff. Which does also kind of lead into the next point, because it's something I've been complaining. Obviously, we're going to complain about AEW commentary a lot. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defeated Thunder Rosa by pinfall in the AEW Women's World Championship match.
Dustin feels that one in his nuts.
The difference in commentary, and it's funny that these matches go back to back, because I didn't think about it then, but now looking at it, the difference in commentary, MJF and Dr. Britt Baker are two of the best heels on the roster that they have. Anybody disagree with that?
That's fair.
I would say Britt Baker's probably their top female heel.
Yes.
I mean, she's the champion, but I don't see any other people that are to her level of heel. Cool. MJF's probably maybe top heel on the men's side as well, maybe. The difference in commentary between an MJF match and a Britt Baker match blows my mind. Because for the entire 26 minutes and 45 seconds of an MJF match, you have Tony Schiavone and JR talking about how much of a scumbag MJF is, what low life he is, just insulting and talking so much shit, which is what they should do. Until you get into a Britt Baker match when she's doing the exact same heel shit, cheating to win her match. Oh, well, she's just great. And then Tony said on Wednesday, as much love and respect as I have for Britt Baker. I'm like, shut your fucking mouth, dude. She's a heel. You're not supposed to like her. I know you're in love with her, whatever. You're mad because Adam Cole's dating her, and you can't because you're old. Shut up, okay? I'm tired of AEW commentary. I would take their shit camera work and get rid of their commentators.
AJ, get on it.
Thank you.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Next production meeting. I want it brought up. Next production meeting.
Well, I mean, Bobby Heenan used to do that, though.
The commentator.
But he was a heel commentator, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so? JR and Tony aren't heel commentators.
Oh, it'd be like Joey on commentator. It would be biased.
It should be. And honestly, I will say Corey Graves does do this too, where he does like old JBL, straight up heel. Taz in TNA whenever he was part of Aces and 8 and stuff like that, which honestly would be great now with his Team Taz stuff, where he's straight up biased. It's all heel. There's no good guy stuff. It's like pick a side. Corey Graves does do the same thing where he will talk about how bad. Yeah, flip flop basically. Adam, thank you.
Adam.
It's just it's dumb to me. It's like because you have people doing the exact same thing. One person's a scumbag, but you have so much respect for the other person. It's like even if you like Britt Baker like personally as a person, I mean it's a character. Like
Yeah.
hate her for cheating, just like you hate MJF for cheating. It makes so much sense, but yet to them it's like, I just love Britt Baker so much, but MJF, he could die for all I care. It's basically how you get a AEW commentary. My rant's over. Until we bring up the commentary again. Joe, you're muted. I think your mic's red. Your mic's red.
It's gonna just combust.
Yeah, it's gonna blow up. Technical difficulty.
What?
It's just gonna go poof.
Say something now.
Mr. Fuji.
Lights back on. You turn light up now.
There we go.
There we go.
Yep.
All right,
Live.
now I know. Now I know how to tell when
I
your
didn't hit
mic's
the button.
muted.
I don't know.
Now I know how to tell when your mic's muted.
Oh, I see what it is because battery's about to go out probably.
Does anybody else have anything to say about this match?
No, I think it was pretty good. They've got good chemistry. There are times though when I feel like when Britt's in longer matches, it's like she can't take the hit or the move or can't follow through. I've noticed that when she's in longer matches, I think she gets fatigued a little faster. Granted, she does work 2 jobs technically, so I can understand that. But I do realize sometimes where, in like this case, not to truly compare her to Charlotte, where Charlotte never wants to take a fucking hit, she kind of like deflects or like gets out of the way quick enough. Sometimes I see Britt doing that.
Does she still have like a legitimate day job?
Yeah.
She's still a dentist.
She went to work at the dentist's office the day after the pay-per-view. She tweeted about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not. I just assumed like she was a dentist and now she's a wrestler.
No.
I didn't
she's
assume.
active.
I don't know.
I thought she turned it.
Pay her enough to, or she just want to do it.
Yeah, no, she wanted to be. She still has her practice and everything, and still does it. So
Nice. Well,
yeah.
Props to her.
Yeah.
I hate that they call it practice.
We talking about practice. We're talking about practice, man. We're not talking about a game. We're talking about practice.
I want them to have it down pat. Go practice.
Or she gonna practice on your teeth and leave you nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was and they're also running that back next week in a steel cage on what do they call it? St. Patrick's Day Slam. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dr. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa in a steel cage next week on Dynamite. Nailed it. No impact. Next match was John Moxley going against Bryan Danielson. Just normal little match. Pretty good match. A lot of fun. A little surprise at the end was not expected at all.
I legit thought they were gonna end up doing a tie, with how back and forth that match was, and the submissions and the brutality and the beatdowns, and they were both bleeding. Not Moxley was bleeding more.
Yeah.
But at the end where he was in that
The triangle
essentially the triangle choke, and it was kind of like what. It was like a weird callback when Kurt Angle was doing it to Undertaker, and then Undertaker set up and pinned fucking Kurt to the mat. I felt like it was that, but they did it better when Moxley actually flipped over him.
I legitimately, until they showed the replay, I legitimately thought it was a botch. Like, I thought it was a botch pin that Bryan got tied up and couldn't kick out. And then they showed the replay, and you can clearly see Bryan trying to make sure I think it was technically his right shoulder, I believe, or something.
Yeah.
You can see he's making sure his shoulder's on because it wasn't on the mat when the ref started counting. And you see him put his shoulder down. I'm like, oh, okay, it wasn't a botch. That's how it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But that's how I thought it was at first, legitimately. I was like, that was weird. And then, of course, they start fighting security guards, and then William Regal comes out and slaps the piss out of both of them. That was a good slap, too.
Yeah.
It was a good slap.
Brian's face was just hilarious.
Oh, yeah, Brian sold the shit out of that.
He's laughing, and he just gets whacked, and he's like, oh, shit.
Brian sold the shit. That was a great, it was awesome. And then I would ask Joe if he had any thoughts on the match. He didn't watch it.
I just saw the end.
The next match, obviously, do we even have to talk about it? Darby, Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting defeat the AHFO with Jose the assistant,
which was expected. I mean, they beat the shit out of Jose right at the beginning, which was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, the spot where Sting jumps on Andrade, like, it was really weird because like Andrade was up there at the top, and then he had to lay down.
Yeah.
It was placed obviously. I was just like, oh weird. Man, he's got to take the bump. That's stupid bullshit.
Yeah, it's weird. And then Sting like ate a table because he like didn't go down flat, kind of went down head first, and like almost ate a table. And then like said Sammy Guevara doing the Spanish fly off of part of the stage.
Stage prop, yeah.
To Isaiah Cassidy, they both missing the first table completely, and what looked like Isaiah Cassidy hitting the back of his head on the table. I was like, well, he's fucking dead. Okay, so I kept watching every time they'd cut the camera back towards the stage. I was like, is he up? Is he okay?
No, they both laid there until the end of the match.
And then so yeah, that happened. That goes into, if we're talking about like how they go Wednesday, last night, the rest of the AHFO turning on Matt Hardy. Who knows why Darby Allin, and they put Darby and Sting in a horrible spot. Everybody's expecting Jeff to come out, and after I see it, okay, I see why you did it, but also just don't, and just let Jeff come out, and then have maybe Sting, and I don't know, but because people were just wanting Jeff's music, and then when Darby's music happened, everybody was like, "What the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing?" Like you see, there was almost no pop, and everybody was like, "What the fuck, man?" And then it turned into Jeff's music happening, and then Jeff dancing on the stage while his brother's getting his head beat in.
That'd be Joey.
Let me get my shit in first.
Yeah, dude, let me get my shit in. Yeah.
No, they said that arena Wednesday was like almost like only one side had people, the other side didn't have nobody. So it's quiet.
That's how every WWE show is.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Oh, they got everyone on one side, and like 3/4 are like is empty.
Oh yeah, me and Adam, the guy that's part of the group that hasn't been on the show.
Nobody's ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and him went to a SmackDown show. It's actually where I got this shirt. We went to a SmackDown show a few years ago, and that's what we set. Obviously, hard cam side up at the top, and you look at the other side. There was almost no one on the other side, and that was before everybody was like, "Oh, WWE sucks." It's just they just keep that whole side that the camera's not looking at pretty much empty.
Yes, right. Y'all went on Rusev Day, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly. We did go on Rusev Day.
Oh.
Yeah, because Adam bought I think he bought a New Day shirt, and then I bought the Rusev Day shirt, and I was like, hey, there's no better way to spend Rusev Day than at SmackDown, dude. And then we had the main event of AEW Revolution 2022. Hangman Adam Page defeating Adam Cole for the AEW World Championship. Bullshit. Horseshit. Any other animal you think. Dog shit. All of it.
Hey, stop talking to Dustin like that.
If it was Hangman, it's probably horseshit.
Yeah, horseshit. Yep, that works. Adam Cole coming out in some awesome Halo gear. That was pretty sweet. That looked really cool.
I saw a TikTok. They said he missed he didn't know where the hard cam was. Like when he went to go do the boom.
Yeah, they fucking set him up, dude. It's fucking inside job. They fucking rigged it, dude. They swapped hard cam side on him.
AJ shit.
Because obviously, if you've seen, normally when you're looking from hard cam, the stage is on the left. This time the stage was on the right. They didn't fucking tell him to try to set him up. It's Tony Khan's fault. I blame Tony Khan and AJ.
We
just didn't want to give it to you.
He does turn around and get his boom in the proper way, looking the right way, so we're all good. But yeah, it was an inside job. I know it. Conspiracy theory. I'm calling Sami Zayn. He's gonna. Good match. It was a lot of. I felt like it was a really good match. Obviously, anything with Adam Cole in it's really good. Hangman's really good. Good times. I imagine they're gonna, according to what it looks like it happens on Dynamite, they're gonna run this back at some point very soon.
Yeah, it seems that way. They're setting up another trio tag between Cole and Page, and it'll be interesting to see if they're gonna run it back on another Dynamite, or are they gonna save it for Double or Nothing. But that's the one thing also about Hangman's title reign is we don't want to spoil it with all of these run backs.
Yeah.
Because then it would be his second run back.
But also, I feel like they're also kind of rushing things, and he's blowing through opponents. How long has he been champion now? Just a handful, like a couple of months.
Yeah, since Full Gear.
Yeah. So that's November.
Yeah, since November.
So he's been champion, what, 5-ish months, maybe?
Just about. Yeah.
And I feel like he's run through so many people. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like he's already run through because he had Danielson twice.
Lance Archer.
I think did he do Lance Archer twice?
No, he did Lance Archer once.
The Texas death match, whatever it was.
Yep, just the Texas death match.
Um,
he fought Cole. He fought Dante last night.
Yeah, which was very random. But...
Good. That was good.
It was a good match. Showcased Dante's skills very well. The thing is, and that's what they're doing, kind of like with all of the titles, but the women's championship is they're trying to get through their ranking system, and like Dante was like number 2 or whatever.
Was like 2. Yeah, I've seen that.
So it's like at least they're giving them those opportunities, even though we know what the end result's going to be regardless. But again, it's just another way to actually showcase your talent and not just be like, well, fuck it. And now it finally paid off for Scorpio, so which was nice.
I did not expect Scorpio to win that match last night.
I did, only because
you booked it. We know.
Yeah, exactly. Next week they're in San Antonio, right? And yeah, whoever was gonna win that match would have to face Wardlow, who's not gonna win. I'm telling you now, he's not gonna win.
Shut up.
But I think San Antonio is also where Sammy's from.
Yeah, they're.
And the last time they were in San Antonio, he proposed to his ex-girlfriend Pam.
Rough.
And now he's with Ty Conte, so yeah, that's gonna be really hella awkward. So it might be best for him not to show up.
Yeah, just not to be on the show at all.
Get some Pam chance.
Oh my god, you're a bad person. You're a bad person. Just get Ty versus Pam chance going, dude.
Bruh.
Yeah, so that was Revolution 2022.
Yeah,
I thought it was a pretty good show. Joey died and missed it.
Yeah, I did.
Probably was already asleep when it started.
William Regal had a nice little moment with Tony Schiavone, and it went long, apparently. And then he had a really nice little tweet, like saying, sorry, I went long and messed it up.
I opened my Twitter account because I was trying to find out some illegal betting news.
Legal now.
Legal, very legal now in our state. So I was trying to get us some like updates on that stuff, whatever. And I opened up, and there's like first thing popped up was like, "Oh, Joey Styles liked," and it was William Regal's tweet. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go read this." And it was apparently he went long. I got some weird vibes between William Regal and Tony Schiavone. I was like, seemed like they were more than friends.
They shared the long road.
Yeah,
long back road.
Which, I mean, hey, if that's what they do, hey, more power.
Gary retweets.
When you're away from home for a long time, you know, the companionship of another man is, I guess you can do what you got to do.
Joey retweets. He's like, I wish I was part of that sandwich.
Yeah.
No, the sandwich he wishes is Jim Neidhart and Bret Hart.
Yes, true. The anvil.
I maybe like the British Bulldog and Bret.
Okay. Well,
that didn't make it any better.
Yeah. An awkward incest, but whatever.
No, they're not related.
Not by blood.
Right, yeah. It's still good. It's Arkansas. It's not blood, it's fine.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, I thought it was a good promo about Regal on Wednesday. Gave Daniel Bryan, Danielson, whatever, gave him a hell of a compliment, saying that he's pretty much the perfect wrestler. And then he turned to Moxley and
he was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, like I don't know. I felt like he did. It's like he prepared this long, elaborate speech for Danielson.
Well, there's John.
And then turned to Moxley and was like,
"Oh yeah,
hey,
you're still here?
You crazy? Yeah, you crazy son of a gun!" It was like he just had this. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
One thing also from Regal's thing is like another aspect where he kind of fell out of love for wrestling.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until Bryan had mentioned his name in a promo is where he's like, well, I need to find out. It's like, yeah, he gave Danielson the perfect compliment of him saying that he's the perfect wrestler. But then when you look at Moxley, he sees
himself.
Exactly. All of his demons were exactly what Moxley was.
Yeah.
So it was like a balance.
Yeah, it made sense. Like he's like, oh, this is what I should have been. This is what I was.
Right.
And so that's I mean it works. I think it works for me.
Yeah, it does.
But also, Joey brought up something about it, which of course he didn't watch Dynamite to see, the 3 or 4 weeks of Bryan asking Moxley to team up with him and their whole build up because he doesn't watch wrestling, even though he has a wrestling show. But I will give him credit to one part where I feel like AEW did it way better than WWE does. Because we're going to have to compare. We will never end up not comparing WWE to AEW ever, I feel like. But I feel like they did something WWE does a lot where they just put 2 random-ass people together and hope it sticks as a tag team. AEW kind of just did the same thing, but with a tiny of a bit of a better story, and then the Regal thing makes it, kind of an over-the-top story. But if this is something WWE's doing, we'd be bitching like, oh, why the fuck aren't they using Daniel Bryan in the main... Because it's WWE, that's why he's Daniel Bryan. Why the fuck aren't they using Daniel Bryan in the world title picture or whatever?
Who? In the instance where it worked out,
Cesaro and Sheamus.
Yeah, and who made them get together?
Mick Foley.
Okay, yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, because they wrestled like for 3 months
straight. They had like a 3 out of 5 or best of 7.
They had some kind of crazy set of matches for like 2 months or something, and then eventually so Mick Foley put them together, and that actually turned into a legitimate tag team, and they were actually legitimate.
I really liked that. That was good.
That could be said for what Ethan Page and Scorpio right now, the Men of the Year. Like they were like 2 random single stars. Well, Scorpio was with SU, and then that kind of just blew up, and then Ethan Page came from Impact when he was with Josh Alexander, and they were the North, and Tony was like, yeah, we're going to put you guys together, and they were both really like, this doesn't fucking make sense, but actually their chemistry is actually really fucking good as heels. Like, they're really good. So, yeah, I mean, and now finally, it's all the stories finally paid off with American Top Team and Dan Lambert, and now Scorpio is fucking TNT champion, which is awesome, so... Like, it's the little things. Yeah, I know we say this with WWE. It's like, okay, we just need to wait and see if it pays off. It never pays off in WWE. But here, in this case, their track record has been pretty good on things paying off. Yeah, so, but that's just my opinion.
I just have a problem, which it's a WWE thing, and I mean, they're doing it right now, and it's kind of working. But I feel like they do it with Randy Orton a lot because they're doing it with Randy Orton now. I don't like the mash 2 singles people together and give them a combination name or something. Like how Sheamus and Cesaro did it. They, the bar name developed kind of organically with them like saying, oh,
they could have been Seamus.
Exactly. Exactly. They could have been something really horrible. But
Charo.
Yeah, so it could have been something dumb, and then you get like Edge and Randy Orton where it's rated RKO, or you get like Randy Orton and Riddle where it's RK Bro. I hate those things. And then you like mash up their entrance music and shit. I hate it. Yeah, it's dumb. And I mean, it's working. Like obviously Randy and Riddle are over right now, kinda. I guess you would say they're over. Randy hit another stupid RKO on Chad Gable Monday night. Still don't think it beats the Evan Bourne one, but it was a very good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's off a moonsault.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. So it was a moonsault, and then Randy caught him. But I just feel like it's one of those things where when AEW does it, we're getting that bias right now of like, hey, AEW did it, it's okay. If WWE did it, we'd be bitching. Yeah. But I feel like the story is better with how, like, there's no story reason for why Randy and Riddle started teaming. There was no story reason at all. So at least with the Moxley Bryan, we have the hey, Brian thinks that if they were together, they could take in these people like Daniel Garcia and all these people and train them up. Which is why I thought it was going to be more like a faction thing than a tag team. Which I guess technically adding Regal in it could be a faction, but that's another
thing I didn't like. Where like Regal was talking about like taking younger wrestlers and making them better than what they could be, and then he just picks the best wrestler ever. He says,
"Well, no,
like,
that's where Brian started. That's what Brian started after his thing with he went to Moxley and was like, hey, if we teamed up and we brought these other kids in, we took Daniel Garcia away from 2.0 and all this kind of stuff. Think of what these people could be. Think of what this business could be, and that's where Brian kind of started it, and then."
Well, now with Regal in place, now it doesn't seem like they're gonna go with that approach. Now they're gonna just beat the living shit out of everyone.
Be a fucking tag team and beat everyone up.
Yeah,
which I'm also for because that's gonna be fucking sick. But
oddly enough, when Regal showed up at Revolution and he got the whole "he's all elite now," blah blah blah, they had put him in the coaches section, so like a manager role. But I think most recently they moved him out of coaches and put him in an active competitor role. So
53.
Yeah, that's what he said. Something about
62.
Yeah, he said something about him being really old. Like he said something about him being really old and having a lot of emotion. He's like, I'm 53, and I was like, that's not that old, man. I feel like that's not. Really
he could beat the shit out of Arn right now.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, like 53, like fucking Eddie Kingston's opening up Dynamite, talking about the young guys like him, and he's fucking 40.
I was like, old ass bitch.
Yeah, that's what was so funny to me. Well, Jericho's what, 50 something? Jericho's in his 50s?
Yep.
Yeah, he's not his
young guys.
He's got to be in his 50s.
Jericho is
Regal. I don't know how good of shape he's in.
Jericho's 51, so
Joey or Arn. That's weird. Old son of shit. Can't do anything.
But yeah, that's the thing I thought was weird was him.
So pulls gun out.
Yeah. Oh, I seen something stupid about that where he what was he doing? I don't know if it was a recent clip or not. He was, I don't remember what it was, but yeah, he pulled it out on somebody and that's how he did the gun thing and then somebody grabbed his hand or something. It was stupid.
Arn, he's not able to do anything. I don't think.
No, he can't.
I can't remember what it is. His neck or his nerve.
His ass can barely fucking move down the ramp.
A stack of dimes?
Yeah, he's got a nerve thing, I think is what it is.
A stack of dimes he calls a neck? Those are my favorite wrestling lines. I don't remember who said it first. I think Stone Cold said it a lot. But, yeah. Then what else we have happen?
Speaking of Stone Cold, he's going to be at WrestleMania. Not in a match because he didn't want to lose.
Yes. He accepted the invite to show up on the KO show.
Which is on Saturday. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a match on Sunday.
Not necessarily. Technically doesn't. However, I've heard that Stone Cold has been doing the DDP yoga. So maybe at least he can get his leg far enough up to actually kick KO in the stomach to hit the stunner. But yeah, I think it's just I felt like them trying to get Stone Cold. It wouldn't be for a match. I don't know if his body would be able to fucking take it. I mean, if he took Kevin Owens' stunner, it'd probably blow his neck out or something. I don't know.
He said before that he has another match in him. He just didn't want to really do it. But
I no offense to Kevin Owens. I love Kevin Owens, but I would not have Stone Cold waste his one match on Kevin Owens. But that's just me.
Yeah, I think that's just you.
I think the only reason they're having it to be Kevin Owens is because he's doing the stunner.
Oh, yeah, of course, but
and
they can have a segment where he just shows up and just stuns him and then fucking leaves.
Those fucking promos are gonna. I'm hoping that they do some kind of actual in-ring stuff before Mania, which they probably won't. He'll just probably show up on the KO show because I mean, that's what the KO show is like them talking. But those promos will be fucking lit for like the.
Don't worry, he'll show up. He'll show up via satellite.
Yeah.
True. When they bring back
the Broken Skull Ranch.
They got to bring back the old timekeeper guy who used to throw
the beers.
Yeah, because there was one guy. It was a specific guy who threw the beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think of his name.
I didn't either, but I remember.
Now they're gonna have Michael Cole throw the beers at him.
Get Pat throw them at him.
Yeah.
No, he's got.
Pat could get Aaron Rodgers to show up.
There you go.
And throw beers at him.
Yep, there you go.
That'd be $50 million.
We know who's not throwing.
As long as it's not Carson Wentz.
Yeah, so we know who's not throwing them is Carson Wentz, but 2 sprained ankles, dude.
You got a new NXT champion.
Hey, why don't you shut the fuck up? We're not there yet.
I was just saying something about the Stone Cold thing. What was it? Dustin made me forget. It's all your fault.
Becky's hurt. She posted that she was at the hospital. Her voice box.
Yeah. I do remember.
She won't need any surgery or anything, but she is out for 2 weeks. What was that?
Seth did that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, sure. So
Jesus, dude.
She's out for 2 weeks, but her match with Bianca for WrestleMania is not in jeopardy. But she's not going to be around for a little bit. It doesn't fucking matter. They're not doing anything with them, either of them right now. So, Rhea and fucking Liv are a tag team. I'm sure Blake's is mad as hell for that.
Why?
But they beat Selena and Carmella.
This literally goes into the previous conversation we just had about the tag teams. Why?
So now it's a triple threat for the tag titles.
Why?
Rhea and Liv versus Zelina and Carmella versus Sasha and Naomi.
I've seen a thing. Please, Sasha. I don't like Naomi. Really, please, Sasha, win that match. I seen a thing that was talking about the women tag team titles for WrestleMania the past 3 years, and it's not good. It's like
they've all been like these multi-person.
Yes, it's a multi. Every one of them is a multi-team match,
and there's always a new champion.
The only real tag team they really ever had was like the Iconics. Right?
Yeah, and they fucking cut them. Yeah. It makes total sense. That was the only act. Hey, we just made these cool tag team titles.
And
the only actual.
Kari Sane.
Yeah, the Kabuki Warriors and maybe Alexa and Nikki, like they were together for a while, even though they were put together.
Yeah, that was still like the only like actual tag team they ever had. They cut. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
They split them, then cut.
Yeah, true.
Blame Dustin for that.
I'm fucking blaming Vince's stupid
ass. We also got, I think this was earlier in the week, Joey's favorite wrestler, Vader, is being inducted in the Hall of Fame. I also heard that Sid was another nomination, but they haven't announced it yet.
Softball Sid? Hell yeah.
God, Joey.
You don't know the reference to Softball Sid?
Yes, but Joey, stop.
I don't know if I know it.
Really? He used to miss dates to play recreational softball tournaments. Like he'd miss wrestling shows to do that.
I'm sure nobody got their legs broken, in recreational softball, or did they?
He's from around here.
I'm safe, bitch.
He's from around here.
How close?
He used to live in West Memphis. Like I saw him at the Wilson Cafe before.
How soon? I need to know what level of shit I need to talk.
Joey's gonna go fight him right now.
No, he was huge. He was
Joey, everybody's huge to you.
I'm not that little. I'm 5'11".
No, shut up. No, you're not.
It's on the show now. It's canon.
No, that's not how things work.
Oh, it is.
We have fact checkers now. Like they fact check Joe Rogan, they're fact checking you.
This isn't live, Joey. Stop.
Yeah, I'm editing that out. Damn. Where he says I'm 5'11", it's gonna be like I'm 5'8".
I'm 4'2".
Yeah.
But yeah, Sid was another potential nomination that could be announced next week. They were saying that they were going to have a decent sized cast or class, I should say, for the Hall of Fame. but up until them announcing Undertaker, they've announced nobody. But this week they did Vader. I thought they were going to do another one with Sid, but they could do one a week, which makes sense up until the fucking Hall of Fame after the SmackDown, which is probably going to be fucking another 3 hours of fucking show. So
Jesus.
I did see somebody complain about the amount of time that an AEW pay-per-view is.
Yeah, it's about the normal main card is about 4 hours, but then the buy-in is another hour. So it's like, bitch, it's 5 hours of wrestling, good wrestling at least. Be fucking happy that you're getting something.
Okay, just cut a whole promo on this guy.
Okay, all right, motherfuckers.
Motherfucker.
Don't watch it then. Fuck it. If you bought it already, you can go and watch it fucking later. How about that?
The picture I seen was some dude at the venue. AJ's like, you know what? You fucking leave, dude, and get the fuck out. You don't fucking like it. I'll come stone cold stun your ass right now.
I can get my fucking leg up.
Got AJ flipping over seats, buckshot lariating people.
I definitely do that to the Brock Lesnar guy for sure.
Hey, you shut the fuck up, Dustin. Now you have to cut that out. I'm not the only one who has a problem with it, okay? Everybody does, apparently.
I just don't know what
trying
the
to
fucker
fucking
does.
single me out, motherfucker.
He's at every fucking show. Like, what do you do?
He's fucking balling, dude. Okay, that's all you need to know. That's all you fucking need to know.
As Dustin fucking mentioned earlier, yeah.
Fucking spoilers, dude.
Fucking couldn't wait till we get to finish Raw. He gets like, oh, fucking Dolph, he's fucking NXT champion.
We're in the middle of talking about this. Dustin, like, you guys see what happened on Rampage tomorrow night?
NXT had their Roadblock special event show. We've had the Women's Dusty Cup continued. A swerve where fucking Cora and Raquel got eliminated because...
Man, you can't say that. He's an AEW now.
That's true. That's very true. Gigi and JC attacked Raquel during the match. Another referee didn't fucking see it, even though he was staring right at them. So they end up losing to Dakota and Wendy Chu. So they're moving on. They're in the final. They're going to face Kaylee Ray and Io, which is another random pairing of two competitors. We'll see who wins there. It'll be interesting for sure. The Creed brothers were attacked in the parking lot. The parking lot's never safe, apparently. So they were attacked. MSK said that they would face Imperium, and if they won, they would give the Creed brothers the opportunity. I'm pretty sure MSK is the one who fucking attacked them. They would be the only ones that would benefit from it. So this could be a potential heel turn because there's so many fans that are backing the Creed brothers. I feel like they're like a pseudo babyface without actually being babyface. But they showed up. The Creed brothers showed up and attacked both of them. So that match ended up in nothing. But yeah, the main event was a triple threat: Ciampa, Braun Breaker, Ziggler. A fucking outcome that came out of nowhere was Ziggler winning, pinning Ciampa. A lot of speculation. People are like, "Oh, Braun's gonna go to the main roster." I don't think so, because they needed some fucking added information for Stand and Deliver. I think this was just them to find a way if they can sell tickets more with having a new champion. Braun potentially will be winning it back at Stand and Deliver is my guess.
A lot of stuff I've seen since Dolph won that. I don't know why. I've seen. It's not that I've seen the one post from I've seen this posted multiple times places. Dolph Ziggler is the only person to ever hold the World Heavyweight Championship and the NXT Championship.
Yep. Big Gold and NXT.
So random.
Put some respect on his name, Joe, you fuckface.
Yeah. Joey's not even listening.
Damn.
He's not. Just like when he watches wrestling, he's not even here.
He's not even. Yeah, he's not paying attention.
You're muted.
But yeah,
your mic's red again.
It's interesting. It's
You're
definitely
good.
different.
Oh, it's back on. It's off.
Okay.
All right,
What's
we're
doing
back.
that for? Yeah.
But yeah, it's.
I made an
mean,
appearance.
shut the fuck up. No one cares about you anymore. Clearly, no one cares about you anymore because you can't even get time on the show. So you get like the weird backstage segments. His Joe Gacy persona.
Yeah.
He's got so many gimmicks, man. I just can't keep up.
Dustin can only get TV time if he's jerking Harlan off. So, what else happened? Yeah, I don't think that was really it. Blake's boy Grayson Waller beat LA Knight for the first time finally, which kind of knew that was going to happen because the whole thing was, yeah, we might have traded pinfalls and shit, but I always left standing tall over you no matter what. So of course it was a last man standing match, and Grayson Waller won thanks to his Punjabi bodyguard. Whatever his name is.
He's a person with him now?
Yeah, he's got a bodyguard.
Oof.
Kind of looks like Veer, but
it's not says that Veer. Update on that. Veer is in IKEA. That's where he's been this whole time. He's been stuck in
Swedish meatballs.
Yeah, he's been stuck in IKEA. That's where he's been. He's lost.
Yes, he has the record now.
Yeah,
yes,
he does have the record.
140 days, I think,
of not showing up.
Yeah.
Literally,
that dude should be fired now if he hasn't shown up. For
yeah, this is some insubordination shit, right? I mean, we're crossing into some insubordination. In one of our other chats, one of my friends, the one that I mentioned to you, AJ, that says he likes Hangman, because I actually, the night of the pay-per-view, I sent him a message. I added him in our Discord and said, "I know you like Hangman. Just letting you know he's fucked tonight. He's going against the better Adam." He said, "Nah, not true." And then I said, "Hangman a bitch." He said, "Nah, man, he got it easy." And then after Hangman won, he sent a gif of Hangman just down in a beer. And then the next message was yesterday. He said, "Is Veer in 2K22?"
He's not going to be in 2K23.
Yeah, that's what somebody said. He was DLC, and then that's what Joey came in and said. I don't even think he's going to be in 2K23. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But,
Veer should be on the cover of it.
He will be next year, dude.
Yeah.
that main event of WrestleMania.
When did Braun Breaker debut? He's not in it at all. Even with the DLC, he's not in it.
Yeah, it was last year. Shit. I think it was
probably June, May or June was the cutoff this time of last year.
It was definitely after that, I feel like, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was definitely after that.
What'd you say
June is the cutoff point.
Yeah, usually it's WrestleMania time, but they were different. It was different this year.
September.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they could add him. I mean, if they want to continue, right?
NXT 2.0 Braun Breaker debut 9/14/21.
Yeah.
Beat LA Knight.
Yeah. See, so I mean, they could continue if they wanted to continue to add on to 2K22. I mean, this is a nice segue. Like, we don't know the status of WWE with 2K anymore. They feel like because the last game that came out, was it 20 or 19 or
yeah, 20.
Whatever?
20 was so bad they skipped 21 to make 22 better.
Right.
But
so this game really is the make or break.
Good reviews. It got an 8 on IGN. And
they don't like anything.
Right. And I think I read on Steam there's more players, and it's not even officially out yet or whatever. Yeah. On 2K22 than 19 and 20 combined.
Nice. Well, yeah, I mean, people want it to do well, right? This is the make or break for their partnership, because they've already been talking to EA, and will be like, well, if this shit don't work out, we're just gonna change, because their contract is up. This is the last game this year, so we'll see what happens if they continue. I mean, so far I've only done one thing in the game, and it looks good. It plays pretty smooth. It's actually kind of nice. But
Yeah.
I mean, until you start delving more and more is kind of when you see if it's got a longevity to it.
Yeah, there is no current reviews out on Steam yet. No user reviews yet.
Because everybody be playing it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, no, trust me. I've seen people that I was looking at a game the other day, and the dude had like 0.2 hours in the game. Shit all over the game.
Was it No Man's Sky?
No, it wasn't No Man's Sky, but he played like 0.2 hours of the game, and then came back, and it said, because he, I guess, redid his review or whatever, and it changed it to a thumbs up. He was at 0.9 hours in the game. So I know I reviewed this really harshly the first time, but after playing it more, I'm like, why don't you just wait, or just don't review it? Crazy.
Was it Joey? Shit.
Probably.
It's probably Dustin. Can never be fucking happy
I don't remember
about
what game
anything.
it was to look at, but I thought it was pretty funny. He's like, oh, my initial review at that, it was 0.2 hours. I was like,
I'd be like,
didn't play the game for
0.2 hours is 12 minutes.
Hey, man.
Booted it up.
That's literally 12 minutes.
He got through the menu and he was like, this is shit, okay? This menu is shit. This music sucks.
I did have to tonight. I took off the jukebox in order to play like the regular songs.
Yeah.
And there was the Asking Alexandria song. Fucking sucks.
Oh wow.
The worst song ever.
Is Dustin doing a review of Pajama Sam or something?
Hey,
I started crying about it.
Don't you fucking shit on Pajama Sam, dude?
I love Pajama
You
Sam,
fucking watch
but
your mouth.
Dustin doesn't like anything because he's a little bitch.
Unless it's shitty DC movies.
Damn.
Oh. Speaking of that, of 2K22, we, in some form or fashion, we've thrown out a couple of different ideas. We don't know exactly how we're going to do it. We're going to try to put some kind of 2K22 content on the channel as well, besides just podcast episodes.
All right, we're gonna have a My GM mode. This is exclusive. My GM mode with Dr. Disrespect and the Tap Man.
Nice.
And the cast of Up, Down, Down.
Nice.
Or Left, Right, Left, Right. I'm not sure which ones are going to do it.
Oh, It's left, right for life, dude.
Okay. So look out for that.
Fuck.
That's
And then we're
gonna
gonna
look out for that.
We're gonna do something with kind of funny as well. Did you see, George? You see that TikTok I posted? They were doing kind of funny games daily. It was Tim and Greg. And I don't know what they're talking about because I want to go find the episode because it's just a really short clip. And Greg was just like, you know what? I'm just going to call Samoa Joe. And picks up and fucking calls Samoa Joe. And Tim's like, wait, what? And he was like, hey Joe, real nice to talk to you, whatever. He's like, are you busy? And Joe's like, no. He's like, well, man, we need to get you on Kind of Funny Games Daily sometime. He's like, you know what? Sounds great. Like a week later, fucking Joe was on Kind of Funny Games Daily.
Fucking Greg Miller is like,
yeah.
That's like living the best life. Right
and
there.
as funny as he in both clips he had wrestling shirts on. I don't remember what the first one was, but the second one he had an old ECW shirt on, and fucking Joe was just he's like, oh, Samoa Joe. It's not.
If I remember right, he used to be the one to review all the SmackDown games on IGN all the time.
I know. When I was listening to Kind of Funny like all the time, like he's big into wrestling. They did a lot of stuff with wrestling. They were very good friends with Xavier Woods.
Yeah, he was going to a lot of the shows too.
Yeah,
he was posting on Instagram.
Because Xavier Woods was some kind of commissioner for them. Oh, for their Kind of Funny. They had some kind of funny championship or some kind of thing that they were doing, and Woods was the commissioner for their whatever they were doing. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I just said a random TikTok. I was like, Greg was like, I'm just gonna call Samoa Joe, and Tim was like, wait, what? What do you mean you're not gonna call Samoa Joe? And then Greg's holding the phone up, and it's like, oh, hey Joe, and he's like. Tim's just like, what the fuck?
Did he call him or did he FaceTime him?
No, he called me.
Did he do like a Burt Kreischer? So I'm just going to FaceTime him.
Yeah.
That'd be you. He's like, I'm just FaceTime Alexa and we'll get her on.
Exactly. Oh, you're in a bath? That's okay, go ahead.
But like I said, we've thrown out a few different ideas about how we're going to do it. We don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to try to put some kind of content on the page. We're going to figure that out. # production meetings. You know what I mean?
Joey's in charge of that.
Yeah. I think Joey's going to do a lot of it. I think I might do, if I decide to buy, because I have not purchased the game yet. I might. I have not fully decided. Tomorrow. Still doing my reviews. Yes, Steam says the game will unlock in approximately 15 hours. So I might do something.
I'd hurry up and make sure I played over 2 hours so my wife wouldn't make me return it. Once she saw that $120 charge, like, I thought games were
ignored that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she asked me 3 times when I finally was like, all right, it's what it is.
I was hacked.
Oh, so the screen, so where that screenshot.
I didn't think of that. I'll do that next time.
Where she sent that, because Joey sent us a screenshot. I was like, oh, where's this $119 come out of the bank account for? And Joey sent a screenshot of him just ignoring it. So that didn't work. So she came back and asked again.
Yeah. She asked me 3 times. I couldn't. Yeah. I'll do the hack thing next time.
I was hacked. It was Dustin.
Yeah.
That's just all our card number. That piece of shit.
It was Blake.
You remember when Blake parked his car in our driveway? fucking took her debit card.
Distraction. He went around back and bought this fucking game.
I was just downloaded my Xbox for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite part. Is Joey he took a screenshot earlier. He's like, I love that I could download this game before I buy it.
Yeah, it was ready to go. It worked. All I had to do after I bought the NWO edition, I had to go in and download the other packs, like the add-ons.
That's hilarious. This is fucking $120, dude.
Oh my God.
Half the 401k, man. Half the 401k.
Yeah, it's going down.
What's that? About $120 right now?
No, it's gone now since he's used it for the game.
Yeah. That was his half of the 401k.
Yeah.
We got anything else?
Yeah. Update on Cody. There is no fucking update.
Yep, I seen that. A lot of people are like, "Oh, he's not going."
Apparently,
anywhere.
there's a contract on the table. It's ready to be signed. He hasn't signed it. Apparently, he has other offers. Where those fucking offers are from, where, I have no fucking clue.
Control your narrative. We'll not be discussing that stupid shit on the show. Stupid.
Yeah, because they're like, well, it's dwindling down to be like, oh, well, we were hoping to have him for WrestleMania. Now we are thinking he's going to show up. Now we're like, oh, fuck, we don't know if he's going to actually show up. We'll see. Miro signed an extension with AEW. He's going to stay on until at least until 2026.
He will not
really
be
cool.
Rusev at least until after 2026.
He'll probably never be Rusev because WWE probably owns that fucking name. And then
back to WWE.
Broke today, right before we actually got online. Matt Hardy did sign an extension as well. It's going to be however long his brother's contract is for. Let's say it's just 2 years. He signed an additional 2-year extension so that when both their contracts are up, they'll be both up together. So no real surprise there. They're going to have their first, let's say, Hardy Boy reunion tour. This Sunday, they're actually facing Matt Cardona and Brian Myers at an indie show. So they've been making bunch of fucking bookings everywhere.
They don't have a match on Rampage tomorrow?
No, they do not.
I seen a video of them doing a Hardy Boys entrance at a Rampage.
Yes, but they don't have a match. It was after the Darby Mark Quinn match. Darby won. AHFO attacked them, and then the Hardy Boys came out.
Okay.
So yeah, that was that.
The video I seen was actually from Matt Hardy's wife, because people were talking about why are they in the road in their new, because I guess they did their Titantron video or whatever you want to call it these days. Is them walking up and down a road or whatever, and then a clip showed Matt Hardy's wife doing the filming of it, and somebody was like, "Why are they in the road or whatever?" And it was like, "Oh, it was Jeff's idea."
Yeah.
So. Something about them being on a long road together or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then it showed, it showed it on the Titantron and them coming out dressed up as the Hardy Boys. So
yeah. So they do make an appearance for Rampage. But yeah, they're doing a bunch of indie bookings. They've got matches with a whole bunch of tag teams that are actually really good tag teams. But I'm sure their first tag team match in AEW would be probably against Private Party or Butcher and the Blade.
Yeah.
I want Butcher and Blade to be released
out of
from
the AA
out of.
tempo.
Yeah, they need to fucking do their own thing.
Which I always thought that was that whole faction just needs to like not be a faction anymore. Like, I mean, I thought that before they added Andrade to it. Before, it was just so random to me. It was like Matt Hardy with just random tag teams. It didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I want Andrade to have a faction, but with like actual other luchadors or like people from his family. Like Roosh is his cousin. Fucking anybody. Anybody else but those tag teams. They all need to be separated.
Yeah, I agree. Which I thought that before, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think that eventually Hardy's probably have a match with Private Party and Butcher and the Blade at some point. I'd imagine.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Good shit. Good shit. We are 3 weeks from WrestleMania?
Yep.
Wait.
No.
1, 2.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yep, 3.
Yeah, let's say 3.
Saturday will be 3 weeks until WrestleMania. We didn't talk about the Madison Square Garden stuff, or was that this past Saturday?
This was that was this past Saturday. Yeah, I mean,
not much to talk about. Roman beat the fuck out of Brock.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna do WrestleMania.
No, it's hyped up to be like something secret, and then
it was fucking Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Fuck WWE, dude.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. Paul Heyman's hyping this whole thing up and everything. It's fucking Austin Theory. They are
might as well have been Joey.
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Out of one.
He is going to be the most hated person on the WWE roster, Austin Theory.
He's gonna be like,
and it's
babyface Rock.
It's not gonna, it's
first started like Rocky Maivia. I mean.
It's not gonna be like good heat either. It's gonna be like X-Pac heat.
Pac.
Yeah.
Babyface Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, like hey, this dude
fucking
that.
You were 12. You were 4.
But I know what you're talking about. Everybody fucking hated him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like shoot hated him. If you want to get into wrestling.
Yeah, like AJ with Dustin.
Yeah, exactly. Shoot hate. They got shoot heat. You know what I mean? Yeah, basically, like that. Fucking sucks, dude. I don't know if it's just because like the whole surprise thing ends up being him, and then now now that's who we're wasting Pat McAfee's match on at WrestleMania is with fucking Austin Theory.
McAfee's gonna carry him to a great match.
Yeah.
Hey, McAfee probably one of the better.
Yeah.
Celebrity.
Speaking of that, I seen the clip of an old episode of Pat McAfee show where I guess somebody on a podcast asked Stone Cold about McAfee's wrestling, and Austin was like, he's pretty good. I give him an 8. And he went out there. It was after the War Games match. And he was like, he does really good. He went out there. He laid on the line. He did, talked about the cage and did, talked about how he jumped off the top of the War Games or whatever. And,
straight to his ass.
Yeah. And he's like, he gave him an 8. And it comes back to Pat and AJ talking about it. And Pat's like, it's the coolest fucking day of my entire life. I'm done.
Is he, did he say if he's been training at all?
He has been training his ass off. He literally started his show yesterday with saying he can't wipe his ass. So he's
neither can Joey, but that's every day.
That's true.
Because I haven't been training. I get the shoulder thing.
Shoulder locks up, and he's like stuck back here.
Yeah.
His workout routine. He's been eating better. I think he's doing keto because after talking to Brock, and Brock saying he's been doing keto for like 8 years or whatever. So he's been doing keto again, and then he does Stairmaster in the morning with a little about like 15 minutes in the sauna after the Stairmaster. Gets a shower, does the show, goes home, goes to the basement, does like 9 rounds of Oculus boxing.
And okay. I bought that game. I have that game on the Oculus. It's legit. Like I beat this dude's ass. A couple of them. Take the leg. I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah, he sent me. I get messages like, "I'm dying." Didn't you send me one said, "If I die, you can have my stuff" or something like that?
Yeah, you can have all my cool stuff. Yeah.
He said, "If I die, you can have all my cool stuff." And then I messaged.
That son of a bitch, he was like, "Find somebody else."
I don't think I messaged you immediately. I think I messaged you later. It was like, "Hey man, did you die yet?" or something like that.
But is he doing wrestling training? And if he is, who's he training with?
He does have a ring in his studio.
In the studio. Yeah, I know.
He does have a ring. I don't know if he's training in there. I would assume he's doing something. And I don't know who with yet. I mean, like I said, we still have 3 weeks till Mania, so I'm sure he's gonna ramp that up once he gets back like his cardio shape or whatever. Because they did just get back from vacation of like a week in Hawaii, where he said he did gain quite a bit of weight back. So I'm assuming he will pick up wrestling training again. Right now, I think it's just working out and cardio and trying to get back into some kind of shape. And then I would assume, like I said, he's going to. Because
he's like, I'm in shape round.
Because last time he wrestled, that's what it was, is whenever he was getting ready to wrestle last time, he just bought a fucking ring.
Right.
And then they did the Office Championship Wrestling or whatever, where they had Jesus fight the devil or something. It's so stupid. There's a clip of it. If you guys want it, I can try to find it for you. Where they had a whole thing where I think they put Jesus on like a scissor lift so he could lift up into the sky. It was a good fucking time, dude. It's pretty fucking funny, but yeah, it's So he is training. I would assume he's going to start wrestling training soon. I don't know. He's going to fucking punt Austin Theory's head off. Hopefully, I did also go back and watch the promo of him and Adam Cole. After he kicked Cole off of the desk, which was a fucking great kick, great sell job by Cole, just great all around. That shit was awesome. And then he's talking about Pat was talking, because whenever Pat, like I wasn't as into the Pat McAfee show as I am now, so whenever that was happening, I didn't realize that was literally the people that came out with him was fucking Darius Butler, AJ Hawk, and one of his friends from high school. Those are the people that came out with Pat whenever he was doing the whole Undisputed Era feud. And it's the dude that runs the soundboard, AJ Hawk and Darius Butler were the people that came out with him. And just watching his promo work there was actually really fucking good. Like he's talking about he hadn't been there in 2 weeks since he left Cole's lifeless body, or soulless body is how he said it, after he kicked him or whatever. It was fucking great. It's pretty good stuff.
Gonna have Adam Cole train him.
Yes. Yes. That was my favorite part, is when it got brought up. When it got mentioned that he was fighting Austin Theory, and AJ Hawk said something about Austin Theory, and all of the boys that were like just fucking went off on AJ, like, you scumbag, why do you always side with these douchebags or these scumbags or whatever? And he's like, oh, who did I side with? And they're like, you sided with that scumbag Adam Cole. He's like, Adam Cole's a nice guy. That's pretty funny.
Speaking of Adam Cole, are you now removing the Ricochet gif out of your head and now using the Adam Page one?
I can't find I can't find one of Adam Page. I'm gonna have to go fucking make one myself, because I've tried to find that. I gotta compare them to see which one's better.
Yeah. Sure.
Watching the Adam, I mean, it's still pinpoint precision right on the side.
If you're still gonna say Ricochet, you need to stop watching my product. Get the fuck out. I'm just gonna say, no matter what, I mean, still, I feel like the Hangman one he had to get up a little higher with, and I mean, still, just dead on foot right to the side of Hangman's head, just perfection. Adam Cole, best super kick ever. Yeah, see, nobody argues. Best super kick ever. Are we done here? Yeah.
I think this is the longest episode we've ever done. We're setting at an hour 28 minutes.
It's almost a Joe Rogan podcast.
Still got
We're gonna get to that 3-hour mark.
Still got an hour and a half to go. All right.
Yeah.
We are done here. We should be back next week. Who knows what the fuck we'll talk about next week? I'm sure something will happen in the wrestling world at some point. Oh, St. Patrick's Day Slam is supposed to be next week, so that should be a good show. Joey won't watch it. You guys got
Rosa, new women's champion, calling it now. Next week. Calling it now.
Dustin's happy about that. How long has Britt Baker been champion?
For a while.
Yeah. It's in her hometown, too. Hey, she might lose. WWE rules.
Yeah.
You're fucked, AJ.
Hometown?
You watch your fucking mouth.
Did you say new hometown? I thought Dustin said new hometown.
Oh, no.
It's like, oh, this isn't her hometown. She's not from here. All right, we're done. We're out. Like I said, we should be back next week. I don't know what we'll talk about. You guys got anything before we end?
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I ain't gonna.
Nope.
All right. Well, we will see you guys next week. You guys have a good one. What the fuck did you just show off? All right, we're out. All right, we're out here.